This is the Nightwolf howling at you, and today we're going to jump to the DC Multiverse to take a look at the Batwoman unmasked from the Batman Beyond version of DC's continuity. And I actually know very little about this figure. I literally just picked it up because it was a Batman Beyond Batwoman figure. I think I've seen a picture of her on like the comic covers before, but I never really read a lot of the DC comics for Batman Beyond. I think I read the original series before they did like the new 52 or whatever and changed the universe, or whichever time they did that. And then I picked up some of the graphic novels when Tim Drake ended up in the future and took over for Terry. But yeah, I have no idea who this actually is, and even the face sculpt unmasked doesn't really help me. My first thought though is that maybe this is Dana, Terry's girlfriend, but at the same time it could be a totally new character that I don't know anything about. The sides are boring as hell, and I'm not even going to bother showing a new picture of them. On the back of the box, this is kind of unique in that they didn't use artwork back here. They actually just used a picture of the figure. And actually, if we look down at the list of other figures, I guess, that were in this wave, most of them are apparently pictures of the figures. And I don't like that. I mean, partially that's because of the way I do my thumbnails. Like, I like showing the artwork and then the figure. So I don't know. Maybe I'll have to try to look up a picture of her in the comics and see if I can find that to use. Good luck with that, though, I'm sure. Anyway, let's go ahead and open this sucker up. Well, I guess that makes some sense. But the flames coming out of the toe area seems kind of impractical in the sense that where is the jet engine? I mean, not that it makes much sense that it's coming out of the back of our feet either, but like, I feel like that makes less sense than that. You know what I mean? Also, since she doesn't have a flight stand, that's kind of pointless too. Oh, where's the actual stand? Alright, so let's take a look at the card, and we will see if the card actually tells us who she is. I mean, I'm assuming it will because she's unmasked. Batwoman Unmasked, Batman Beyond, data file, real name, Elena Grayson. Alright, so she is not Terry's girlfriend. When Batman, Terry McGinnis, disappears after losing his memory and having his identity stolen by Falseface, Dick Grayson's daughter, Elena, tracks down the Batsuit and takes it for herself. I guess we now know where they got the story arc for Batwoman on the CW. Going against her father's wishes, she then becomes Neo Gotham's newest superhero, but does her best to keep her identity a secret from him. Eventually, her father finds out, but it's too late. The city has a new protector, Batwoman. Alright, so she is a character I know nothing about. Ironically, with the whole trying to keep her identity secret to him, and the first figure that they put out for her, in fact, is unmasked. The only way you got a masked version of her was if you bought this 5-pack of Batman Beyond figures, which included Terry. Although, again, with a mask. I don't know. Have they actually made an unmasked version of Terry McGinnis yet in this line? I don't know. But you got Terry, you got Blight, you got her with a mask, you got, I think the Sonic dude, whose name is escaping me. And then you got the weird Batman Joker hybrid from that one story arc, which I think was a Collect and Connect figure possibly at one point. But yeah, that's the only way you got a masked version of her. But let's go ahead and take a good look at our figure here. The wings are articulated and move up and down. They are actually a relatively soft plastic. Which the funny thing is, whenever you watch the cartoon, Terry, like, his wings aren't there until he, like, it's almost like Silverhawks, if I remember correctly, because I thought it, like in the cartoon show, I'm pretty sure the wings were actually attached to his arms. Oh, actually, and in this case, we do actually have what appears to be a hook that does not work, because we got that slice there, or we got that slice there, and we've got that hook there. Oh, dear God. But it does not really hook into place very well at all. There we go. And that came loose again. I guess I'll give them a B for effort on this one. But at least it's a figure where they tried to recreate the way the wings actually work on the suit. Whereupon most of the time they just have them as separate wings. So I'll give them some credit for that. Jeez, look at that. Look at that connector back there, though. That really sticks out. The head sculpt. We are on a ball joint. We can spin it all around. Ah! There's no hinge there, and the ball actually popped out of the neck before it popped out of the head. Okay. Arms can raise up and down. The little shoulder armor here is a separate piece from the arm itself and does kind of shift with it, so that works out well. There is a slight butterfly joint there. We can spin the arm all around. There is a bicep cut, and I am guessing that the shoulder armor is actually attached in the bicep cut area. We have double jointed elbows. We have a wrist with a spin and up and down articulation. We do have a boob cut, and the bat symbol here is actually attached to the top part. It is a separate piece also, and it's a softer rubber, but it does move and shift with her, so you don't have to worry about that usual issue you have with the symbol or the lines breaking on the when you turn the waist. I can't quite figure out if the waist is actually... It kind of feels like there is another joint up in here between the waist and the crotch. But the diaper here is really blocking everything super well. Oh, speaking of the... she's got a nice butt crack going on there. Although her butt's not as well defined as probably should be. But yeah, so you can spin her at the boob cut. And it kind of feels like there is something down here, but I just can't tell, and it doesn't move very well. The hips can spread out about this far, hindered by the diaper design. Can kick forward that far. Can only kick back that far. The butt gets in the way. And I have somehow turned the wings all the way upside down. We have a double jointed knee. There is no thigh cut to spin up here. Just what's in the joint up there. There's also no boot cut. However, the foot does have a hinge, and it can rotate a little bit. Well, okay, you can get it all the way around. The bottom of the ankle does not really interfere with it too much. And she has toe articulation, which again, it really kind of trips me out that they give toe articulation to these figures while removing the thigh cut. She also comes with a second pair of hands for gripping. And it's kind of interesting that Mcfarlane does the hands where the hand itself comes off the peg instead of the peg coming out of the wrist. And let's see how well she holds the Batarang. Not very. Okay, we can kind of get her to hold it like this, which honestly does not feel like a very practical way for her to hold it. I'll have to see if I can find some graphic novels with her. The last time I looked for Batman Beyond graphic novels, though, all I found were the Tim Drake stories after the New 50, not the New 52. Oh, what was that? What was that story arc where they had the wasn't it? It was Brother I had kind of taken over, and he'd been modifying everybody, turning them into cyborgs and crap like that, and using them to attack people and all that other fun stuff. And then Terry went back in time with, oh god, he ended up going back in time with a female villain character, and it kind of seemed like they developed a closer relationship. And then she died. And, or no, he didn't go back in time with her. He went back in time with a cyborg version of her, then met her in the past. And then she freaked out because of the cyborg version or something. I don't remember the entire storyline. But anyway, I'm getting a bit off track. But I'm just trying to say, I've never seen any of the graphic novels that dealt with her at the library. So I'll have to double check again. Maybe in their digital collection I can find it. Overall, I mean, the figure looks good. The sculpt's good. I appreciate the way they did the symbol so that it moves with her body and not just breaks apart. Again, they need to come up with something better for the Batarangs. I don't know why they didn't use these Batarangs for this figure. It's just kind of dumb. Like, the ones from Batman Beyond are definitely designed differently than the ones from the regular Batman series. Although I think I've seen the same one come with some of the other female Batwoman characters and Batgirls. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed this look at our Batwoman Beyond Unmasked. Hopefully I can find a good image of her somewhere without having to just use the version from the card for my thumbnail. But let me know what you guys think of this one. Again, I give them credit for the whole, you know, at least trying to make it so that the arms and wings attach together like they should, but it doesn't work particularly well in this case. And I can't even tell you how accurate the face sculpt is, though I do wish they would have given her a brighter lipstick. But if you enjoyed this video, please feel free to leave a like. If you want to see more of my stupidity, you can subscribe to my channel. I appreciate it. Thanks for watching. Peace and love.